today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you'd better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Every teddy bear who's been good is sure of a treat today. There's lots of marvelous things to eat and wonderful games to play. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, they'll hide and seek as long as they please, for that's the way the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for the teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about, they love to play and shout, they never have any care. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears. If you go down in the woods today, you'd better not go alone. It's lovely down in the woods today, but safer to stay at home. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about, they love to play and shout, they never have any care. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears.
It's National Teddy Bear Day, and we are celebrating with our teddy bear picnic. I hope you have your teddy bear picnics at home, or maybe this has given you an idea to set up your own teddy bear picnic at home. This afternoon, tomorrow, it's a good day for it, being kind of rainy and drizzly outside. So today's theme, if you hadn't guessed, is teddy bears. So I got a joke for you. What color socks do bears wear? Do you know? You know what? They don't wear socks, they got bare feet. This one's got shoes on, but underneath the shoes there's some bare teddy bear feet. So I've got some teddy bear books to read to you guys today. And the first one is called, This is Bear and the Picnic Lunch. We've got a little tea and some cookies going on over here at our bear picnic, but it sounds like they're gonna eat some actual lunch. Got some cute little teddy bears, and our book is by Sarah Hayes. This is the bear and the picnic lunch. We're going on a picnic, yippee! This is the boy who packed a lunch. I love picnics of sandwiches, chips, and apple to crunch. Who likes apples? I like apples. It says, this is the bear who guarded the box. The little boy tells him, keep an eye on the picnic. You don't want that dog sneaking up there. And it says, while the boy went to find his shoes and his socks. Teddy bear says, I'm a guard bear. Look at him, he's got his spoon, he's on guard, he's not gonna let anything happen to that picnic lunch. Ooh, Teddy bear says, I'm hungry. Ooh, the dog says, I'm hungry too. This is the dog who sneaked past the chair. This is boring, says Teddy bear. All that sitting, doing nothing. He says, the dog, he sneaks past the chair, he's toward the picnic lunch, and the brave guard bear. Does he look very brave? Look at him, he's big yawn going on. Is he getting sleepy? This is the bear with his eyes half closed, who did not notice the dog's black nose. Oh no, what do you think that doggy's gonna do? This is the bear who was sound asleep. Look at him. His head's down, his eyes are closed, he's out. When the dog took off with a tremendous leap, he says, Geronimo! Look, he woke Teddy Bear up, and he's gonna take that picnic lunch. Gotcha! Onto the table, down to the floor. If you have a dog, has your dog done that before? Jumped up and gotten something he's not supposed to? And off to hide. Look what he's got. Does he got that picnic lunch in his mouth? He's gonna hide behind the door. Where's Teddy Bear? Do you see him? I don't see him. And all that he left of the picnic lunch was an empty box and an apple to crunch. Well, at least he didn't get that big juicy apple, huh? What happened? This is the boy who looked everywhere for his lunch and his dog and his brave guard bear. Where are you? He can't find him. Munch, munch. This is the boy who heard the munch. This is so good. Won't you join us? Of a dog and a bear eating a lunch. Did they sneak it behind the door? Can you have a picnic behind your door? The boy says, greedy dog and bad bear. This is the bear who tried to be angry, or the boy who tried to be angry, but decided instead he was terribly hungry. That looks good. His tummy's probably rumbling a little bit. Does yours kind of rumble when somebody's eating in front of you? It says, this is the boy who packed a new lunch of sandwiches, chips, and an apple to crunch. And this is the bear who said, haven't you guessed, picnics indoors are really the best. So you can have a picnic behind your door, in front of your window, the middle of your bedroom floor, the middle of the kitchen floor. Wherever you want to have a picnic, you could have it out on your porch, in your front yard. But this boy decided they were best indoors. I got another joke for you. Are you ready? What's black and white, and black and white? Do you know? It's a panda bear rolling down a hill. Ha ha, isn't it so funny? Remember your jokes and you can tell somebody later. And look, we have good times with Teddy Bear. Do you have good times with your teddy bear? Does Teddy Bear come and help you do things through your day? We have Good Times with Teddy Bear by Jacqueline McQuaid. Got some pretty pictures in this one. I like the illustrations. Cupcakes. Who doesn't like cupcakes? It says, eating breakfast in bed, Teddy Bear started his Saturday with a special treat, breakfast in bed. He tried very hard not to get his paws sticky or drop any crumbs on the sheets. Have you had breakfast in bed? Do you get your bed kind of messy? Little toast crumbs here and there. Try not to spill your juice. Playing outside, Teddy Bear put on his favorite wool sweater and went out in the crisp fall air. He and his cat played hide and seek, and they kicked through the fallen leaves. Are leaves starting to change in fall? Today feels like a sneak peek of our fall coming, doesn't it? It's kind of cool and crisp. Sipping his hot soup. Teddy was chilly when he got back inside. The warmth of the kitchen and a mug of hot soup helped warm him up. You ever had a mug of hot soup? Maybe a mug of hot chocolate to kind of take the chill out of you when you come in from playing outside? Well, Teddy Bear, he's got his mug. It looks kind of like maybe tomato soup. And he's just sipping it to warm him up. Painting a picture. Teddy Bear sat by the living room fire and painted a picture of a house. His cat watched closely as Teddy swirled paint into puffy white clouds. Does he look like he's having fun? He's got his kitty there helping him. Bacon cookies. Teddy's mom carefully took the baking sheet out of the oven and put it on the table to cool. The sweet smell of chocolate chip cookies filled the air. Teddy could hardly wait to taste one. Have you helped your mom make cookies before? The hardest part is waiting after they come out of the oven so they're not too hot to eat. Having a tea party. Is Teddy going to have a tea party like our bears are having a party? It says Teddy hosted a tea party for his cat. He told magical stories and snacked on yummy treats. He's got cupcakes and cookies, and he looks like he's got maybe tea or hot chocolate. And looks like Kitty's going to eat one of them cupcakes. Playing checkers. Teddy liked to play checkers with his dad. He was quickly learning all the best moves. Do you play checkers with your dad or your mom? Maybe your brother or sister? I used to play with my great-grandpa, and it was one of my favorite games to play with him. It says, watching the sunset, Teddy sat quietly with his cat in the glow of the setting sun. How big and beautiful the sun is, he thought. You ever sat out and watched the sun go down and all the pretty colors? Snuggling in a soft towel. After a hot bath, Teddy wrapped himself in a warm, fluffy towel. His cat purred beside him. Do you think the cat took a bath with him? I bet not. He wouldn't be that happy, would he? Wrapped up in a towel. But Teddy looks happy. He's clean. He's in a warm, fuzzy towel. Now he's going to read a book. Teddy was getting tired, so he read a bedtime story to his cat. This will make you feel as sleepy as I am, he said. Is he a good little Teddy reading a story to his kitty? Cuddling with Mom. Teddy climbed up into his mom's lap, and she gave him a big hug and whispered, I love you, Teddy. Aw, is his day almost over? Tucked in bed, Teddy and his cat happily nestled into bed. What a full day they'd shared. Teddy drifted off to sleep, dreaming of what tomorrow might bring. Does he look all comfy in his bed with his little kitty beside him? That was sweet. Teddy had a fun-filled day, didn't he? So I have another joke for you. Why do bears wear fur coats? Because jackets look silly on them. Is that so funny? Have you seen a bear wearing a jacket? Have you heard about Newton? Newton's this cute little bear here, and it's by Rory Tiger. We've got little pictures of Newton inside here. Creak, creak, creak. Newton woke up suddenly. There was a funny noise somewhere in the room. Don't be frightened, he told Waffle. There's always an explanation for everything. He gave each of his toys a special cuddle so they wouldn't be scared. Creak, 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 went the noise again. Oh no. Newton got out of bed and he turned on the light and he walked across the room. See, toys, he said, there's nothing to be frightened of. It's only the closet door. Good thing Newton found it, right? They look a little scared. Newton went back to bed again. Flap, flap, flap. What was that? Was it a ghost? Once more, Newton got out of bed. He wasn't really scared, but he took his bravest toy, Snappy, just in case. He tiptoed very quietly toward the noise. Flap, 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 it went again. Of course, said Newton. Do you think he knows what it is? Just what I thought. It was his bedroom curtain, flapping in the breeze. I'll take care of this, Newton said. You were very brave, Snappy, he said, as he closed the window. Splish, splash, splish, another noise. Newton looked outside. It wasn't raining. Besides, the noise wasn't coming from outside, nor was it coming from his bedroom. What was it? Stay right there, you two, said Newton, while I look around. He wasn't the tiniest bit afraid. He was just taking Snappy with him for company. You think Snappy's going to help protect him? It says Newton crept down the hallway. It was very spooky, especially in the dark corners. Splish, splash, splish went the noise. Very, very quietly, Newton opened the bathroom door. What do you think it is? Of course, we knew it was the bathroom faucet, didn't we, Snappy? Said Newton. Newton turned off the faucet and he tipped back down the hallway. Shh, he said to Snappy, just in case something in the dark corners sprang out at them. It's kind of spooky when you see your shadow sometimes, isn't it? It says before he got into bed, Newton pulled back the curtains just to check. It was very, very quiet outside. No more funny noises, said Newton. You can go to sleep now, he told all his toys. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Oh no, cried Newton. What's that? That's the loudest noise yet. Newton listened very hard, not a sound. He was just beginning to think he hadn't heard anything at all when rumble, rumble, rumble. There it was again. Newton looked under his bed. Nothing there at all except for an old candy he'd forgotten about. Don't worry, said Newton. We'll soon find out what it is. Rumble! Newton stood very still. Rumble! Newton listened very hard. Rumble went the noise. And suddenly Newton knew exactly what it was. Newton padded downstairs and into the kitchen, and he helped himself to a large glass of milk and 2 thick slices of bread and honey. And now he could hear no rumble, rumble, rumble at all because the rumbling had been his empty tummy. Does your tummy make loud noises like Newton's? Newton went upstairs again and he told his toys about his rumbling tummy. There's always an explanation for everything, said Newton as he climbed back into bed. Good night, everyone. Sleep tight. Snore, 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 went Newton. You think it was quiet snoring like that, or was it big, loud, rumbling snoring? Newton was a pretty cute little bear. He was pretty brave, wasn't he? I got another joke for you. What do you call bears with no teeth? Gummy bears. So funny. I have this one, and I read it last week for story time getting ready, and I thought it was so cute. Jonathan and the Big Blue Boat by Philip C. Steed. Now, it doesn't mention a teddy bear in our title like our other books, but it talks about a teddy bear. It says to Frederick, there's a teddy bear. It makes me feel very small, said Jonathan to Frederick. He held Frederick up high so he could see the big blue boat too. Jonathan loved the big blue boat. He and Frederick would stay at the old waif till sunset, looking up at the rusty blue hull. That's a pretty big boat there. It says one afternoon, Jonathan's parents announced, "You're getting too old for a stuffed animal, so we traded your bear for a toaster." A toaster? Oh no, cried Jonathan. Frederick was his best friend. Toasters are really useful, they added. That day, Jonathan walked to the old wharf alone. Can't really carry the toaster to the wharf, can he? Ahoy, called the gray-haired tugboat captain. Why so sad? Jonathan sighed. Frederick is missing. He could be anywhere in the whole world by now. The seagulls made a lonely sound over the harbor. A long time ago, said the captain, the big blue boat sailed all over the world. My tugboat worked very hard in those days. Standing in the shadow of the big blue boat, Jonathan had an idea. He's got to find Frederick, doesn't he? Before long, the big blue boat was steaming like a tea kettle. The tugboat pulled it out past the buoys and into the open ocean. Jonathan was off to find Frederick. Good luck, the captain bellowed as Jonathan waved goodbye. And that is how Jonathan came to sail the sea on the big blue boat. A storm gathered on the high seas. All through the night, the big blue boat rocked back and forth on the tall waves. When morning came, the boat was marooned. "Hello," said Jonathan to a mountain goat. "I'm looking for a bear named Frederick." The goat was startled. He had never met a sea captain before. "I've never met a bear before," said the goat, "but someday I would like to." Jonathan looked up. "I could use a first mate," he offered, "but my boat is stuck." The goat wagged his chin thoughtfully. He wedged his powerful horns beneath the boat's hull. The great ship teetered like a seesaw, and then anchors away. And that is how Jonathan and a mountain goat came to sail the sea on the big blue boat. Circus tents appeared in the distance. "Full steam ahead," said Jonathan to the goat. On shore, the circus was deserted except for an elephant. "We're looking for a bear named Frederick," said Jonathan. "I'm the only one here," the elephant replied. He lowered his trunk. "I've grown too old for the circus." The elephant looked very sad and very wise. "We could use an experienced traveler," said Jonathan. You think they're going to get that elephant on their boat? And that is how Jonathan, a mountain goat, and a circus elephant came to sail the sea on a big blue boat. Does that goat look kind of silly riding on top of the elephant? "Pirates!" cried the elephant from the lookout perch. "Arr! Hard over your treasure," ordered the pirate captain. "We're looking for a bear named Frederick," explained Jonathan. "They're holding out on us," roared the pirate captain. "Ready the artillery and storm the ship." The goat wielded his horns. The elephant stood on his hind legs, waving his tusk in the air. "Fire!" the pirate captain yelled. "Ker-blam!" Startled by the sound of his own cannon, the captain cried, "Retreat!" Was he kind of scared, the captain of the pirate ship? The big blue boat began to sink. "Oh no," cried the goat. "We're shipwrecked," moaned the elephant. "Man the lifeboats," ordered Jonathan. Just then, a whale swam up from under the fray, balancing the big blue boat on the length of his back. He said in a deep, slow whale voice, "The ocean can be lonely. It's good to have company." And that is how Jonathan, a mountain goat, and a circus elephant came to sail on the sea on a big blue boat on the back of a whale. It's a pretty big whale. The elephant and the goat snored like a foghorn and a whistle. "Ow! Woo!" Can you imagine the noise they made? Jonathan looked out at the endless sea. "Will I ever find Frederick?" he wondered. Far off, a lighthouse blinked, showing the way to a distant port. "Captain," asked the whale, "should we set a course?" "I'll watch the ship," said the whale. The others spent the day bear hunting in train stations and alleyways. They rode taxi cabs and elevators, and they talked to pigeons along the way. Frederick was nowhere to be found. "Where will we look now?" asked the elephant. A light flickered on a shop window. "We'll try here," said Jonathan. Inside, the shop was cluttered but cheerful. "Hello," said a little girl from behind the counter. In her arms, she was holding Frederick! cried Jonathan. "Oh, he's not for sale," said the little girl. "I traded a toaster for this bear. He is my best friend, and I wouldn't go anywhere without him." Jonathan smiled. After all, a big boat needs a big crew. What do you think he's thinking? And that is how Jonathan, Frederick, a mountain goat, a circus elephant, and a little girl from behind the counter came to sail the sea on a big blue boat on the back of a whale. How cute was that? He couldn't have done all that with a toaster, could he? He had to have Frederick, his best friend, his favorite bear. Do you have a favorite bear? What's your bear's name? Do you know which one of these bears or stuffed animals might be one that I brought? Was it the cute little panda bear? We've got our astronaut bear. We've got little brown bear over there. We've got a bear dressed like a kitty with a kitty. And then who's that green dude on the end? Is that Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda's mine. My son Eli let me borrow Baby Yoda for our picnic today. So Baby Yoda's mine. He's not a bear, but he is soft and cuddly. So here's another joke for you. It's not what. It's why didn't the bear eat his lunch? Do you know? Because he was stuffed. Ha ha, so funny. I know you find me so funny, just like me. And you're laughing and rolling on the floor, right? Our next story is called The Big Adventure of the Smalls by Helen Stephens. Do they look kind of tiny swinging from the chandelier? And I see a little bear. It says Paul and Sally Small live at Small Hall. Only Small Hall isn't very small. It's huge. Look at that. Does it look like a mansion or a castle maybe? It's very big. There are clocks as tall as trees and plates as big as wheels. And there's always something special going on. That's a big tuba. It was an especially special night. It was the night of the Small Hall Grand Ball. Everyone was very busy getting ready. But the only thing that Paul and Sally Small were getting ready for was bed. "Good night, little Small," said Mom and Dad. As they lay listening in the dark, they could hear the first guest arriving and the orchestra warming up. "Come on, Paul," said Sally. "I want to see." They crept into the stairs. Paul held up his teddy bear, Mr. Puddles, so he could see the party starting downstairs too. "He'll fall," warned Sally. But it was too late. Oh no. Mr. Puddles tumbled through the banister. "Uh-oh," cried Paul. "What shall we do?" said Sally. "Go, go," said Paul. So that's exactly what they did. Whoosh! They slid down the banister and landed bump at the bottom. "Quick," said Sally, "before anybody sees us." They peeped into the party looking for Mr. Puddles. "The suit of armor can be our lookout," said Sally. "Come on." "Can't see Mr. Puddles here." Do you see him peeking out of the armor? "Follow me." And they sneaked through the corridor toward a tiny secret door hidden in the wall. Do you see it? It's behind a picture. Up into a secret passageway. It was dark and spooky inside. Sally shone her flashlight around. "Uh-oh," said Paul. "It's all right. It's only a dusty old bear. Can't see. Mr. Puddles, here? Come on." It's not a teddy bear, is it? It looks like a real stuffed bear. They crawled along the passageway until finally out they popped in the kitchen. Miss Groggins, the cook, was just putting something in the oven. "Quick," said Sally, "hide." She lifted the lid off an enormous silver dish. It was full of cakes. Paul and Sally just hopped in and popped a cake in their mouths when the silver dish began to rock and sway. "Uh-oh," said Paul. "What do you think's happening?" Do you see him? Look at that big long table and all those people. Do you think they're going to put the big silver dish on the table? The waiter lifted the lid of the silver dish and Paul and Sally darted out. and disguise themselves as a vase of flowers. Then as a pair of candelabras. Do you see them hiding? Then, quick as a flash, they shimmied up the statue to get a better view. "Whee!" said Paul. "I think Mr. Puddles is this way," shouted Sally. And on the next swing, they climbed down the curtains and hid under a table. And there was Mr. Puddles. "Lady Pom-Pom," Sally said, "give Mr. Puddles back right now." Lady Pom-Pom looked at Paul and Sally. Then she jumped up and she dashed away. Oh no. "It's not funny," said Sally as they rushed up the stairs. "Give him back." "Uh-oh," said Paul. Sally and Paul followed the messy trail right back into, where are they going to be? Their bedroom. But there was Lady Pom-Pom now. But where was Lady Pom-Pom now? "Drop," ordered Paul. And Mr. Puddles fell into his arms. "Phew," said Sally. "We got him back, and nobody even saw us." Do you think they made it without anybody seeing them? That was awful cute, wasn't it, Mr. Puddles the bear? How about one more bear joke? How do teddy bears keep their dens cool in the summer? Bear conditioning. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, I know. You find it funny. One last book to read is a new one we got in recently, and it's called The Best Kind of Bear by Greg Gormley, illustrated by David Barrow. Do you know what the best kind of bear is? I bet we're going to find out. He looks pretty cute. Bear was a bear, a very sweet little bear, but he didn't know what kind of bear he was. One day he met a girl named Nellie. "Hello," she said. "What kind of bear are you?" "That's what I'm trying to find out," said Bear. "Maybe there's a bear out there who can help me." "Will you come back and tell me?" asked Nellie. "Yes," said Bear, and off he went. First Bear traveled west. Deep in the forest, he met a big brown bear. "What kind of bear are you?" asked Bear. "I'm a grizzly bear," said the big brown bear. "I love nice long naps." "Me too," said Bear. "I love napping." Do you like to take a nap? I do. "Maybe I'm a grizzly bear," said Bear. Grizzly Bear stretched and yawned. "Wake me up in 6 months," he said. Do you take a nap for 6 months? I don't. "That's too much sleep," said Bear. "I can't possibly be a grizzly bear." "Maybe not," said Grizzly Bear. "Besides, grizzly bears don't have those funny little stitches on their tummies." Do you see his little stitches on his tummy? Next, Bear traveled to the frozen north. There he found an even bigger bear. It was completely white. "What kind of bear are you?" asked Bear. "I'm a polar bear," said the big white bear. "I like to play in the snow." "Me too," said Bear. "I love playing." The two bears went snow sliding. "This is fun," said Bear. "Maybe I'm a polar bear." Do you like to play in the snow? Do you think we're going to get some snow this year? I saw yesterday, Colorado got snow. It says, but Bear was starting to feel chilly. "Shall we go inside and get nice and warm?" he asked. "I never go inside," said Polar Bear. "Brr," said Bear. "I don't like to be cold. I can't possibly be a polar bear." "Maybe not," said Polar Bear. "Besides, polar bears don't have washing labels attached to their bottoms." See the label on his bottom? Polar bears don't have those. This time, Bear went south. There he met a bear with long claws. "What kind of bear are you?" asked Bear. "I'm a speckled bear," said the bear, "with long claws, and I love to climb." Me too, said Bear. I love climbing into bed. Maybe I'm a speckled bear. Come up then, said Bear, from a very tall tree. Okay, said Bear, following carefully. Look at his claws. Does that help him hold on to the tree so he can climb? Do you think our little bear friend can do it? This view is so pretty, said Bear, but then he looked down. I feel a little dizzy, said Bear. Then, he fell off the branch. Beef, bonk, bump. Ow, said Bear. I don't like climbing. I can't possibly be a speckled bear. Maybe not, he said. Besides, we are not as soft and bouncy as you are. Did he kind of bounce when he hit the ground? He didn't break anything, good thing. It says, finally, Bear traveled east to another forest where he met a black bear. What kind of bear are you, asked Bear. I'm a sun bear, said the black bear. I love honey, 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 honey. Me too, said Bear. Love eating honey. Do you like honey? I must be a sun bear. But where do you get honey? From a beehive, said Sun Bear. Get ready to. What do you think they're gonna do? Do you see it? Run! The two bears ran over logs and under bushes until, look at all them bees. Splash! They jumped in the river. Dear me, spluttered Bear, I don't like bees and I don't like getting wet, so I'm definitely not a sun bear. Maybe not, said Sun Bear. Besides, sun bears never wear bow ties. Bear was fed up. He decided it was time to go home. Nellie was there waiting for him. What did you find out, she asked. Well, said Bear, I love naps, but not ones that are too long. And I love playing, but only when it's warm. I love climbing into bed, but I do not like climbing trees. And although I love honey, I do not like getting wet, and I definitely do not like bees. But I still don't know what kind of bear I am. I suppose that I'm just an ordinary and uninteresting bear. Seems a little sad, doesn't he? You're a wonderful kind of bear who has funny stitches on his tummy and a washing label on his bottom, who is soft and bouncy, and who wears a very nice bow tie, said Nellie. I am, asked Bear. Yes, said Nellie, you're my kind of bear, and you can be my bear if you'd like to. I think I would, said Bear. And so Nellie wrote on Bear's label, Nellie's bear. That's what kind of bear I am, said Bear. I'm your bear. And that's the best kind of bear to be. Wasn't that cute? He found out he was the best bear of all, wasn't he? Your bear. Well, I bet you have some great looking bears at home, and I can't wait for you to show me some of your bear picnics this afternoon. We have a Facebook post out on the library page. You can take a picture of your teddy bear picnic, post it out there for us and all our friends to see. We would so love to see your teddy bear picnic. And we have another fun day coming up next week, but I have a joke to introduce it. Are you ready? What do polar bears eat for lunch? Iceburgers! You know, kind of like a cheeseburger. Next Friday, we're gonna celebrate National Cheeseburger Day. Do you like cheeseburgers? I love cheeseburgers. We've got some cheeseburger activity packets you can pack up that have word searches, and it's got a crossword, a color number, and some other fun facts and stuff for the week of that. And then we want you to take a picture of you eating your cheeseburger, big juicy cheeseburger, and put it on our Facebook post that we'll put out later today. You can do it today. You can wait till next Friday and do it on National Cheeseburger Day, but we would love to see your pictures of you enjoying your favorite cheeseburger with your favorite toppings on there. Because you know, in our packet, we have a list, and there was probably 20 things people put on their cheeseburgers. Never ate a cheeseburger with 20 toppings on it, but maybe you do. So we look forward to seeing your teddy bear picnic post and seeing your cheeseburger post for next week. We got one more song to close out and we'll let you look at our teddy bears again. Thank you for joining me today, and come see us at the library and check out some of our fun books. Have a great day.
Now for all you teddy bears up there, it's time to get up on your feet and get moving.
Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground. Teddy bear, reach up high. Teddy bear, touch the sky. Reach way up. Good job. Teddy bear, find your nose. Teddy bear, touch your toes. Teddy bear, touch your knees. Teddy bear, sit down, please. Teddy bear, sit down, please.
Thank you.